Hello everyone. From today, we start our level course. Actually, now a lot of people maybe know me because I have built the Discord server for more than 2 years now. Before now, we have some level course, even level class, but we stopped now for some while. So I want to say now, what's the reason? Now, I always say when we learn coding, you never do any tutorial. You never do any tutorial help. Because if you only check the tutorial every day, you always do the tutorial. So I said when you do coding, you just do it. You do one project to do something. If you cannot do, then you learn something. But for me, I get another problem. What's the problem? AI help. Because I built now the Discord server for more than 2 years, I always get new ideas. Because AI now everybody know now every day AI have new technology, have new news. So I get a lot of information every day, every morning. I always thinking how I can do better, how I can use the AI for education, how I can use the new technology for education, make a student now more easy to understand, more easy now to learn. So that's causes the problem. Because every day now we get a new idea, every day we got new things. So never ending. So that's another problem for me. Now that's AI help. So recently I learned a lot. I say, because a lot of people tell me, I find it now, say, you never learn AI. For example, maybe you are in university, maybe now you are do some research, you learn AI, learn a large language model, you learn a lot of now AI technology. But now I can tell you it's wrong. Why? Because AI currently now develop very, very fast. So that means today you learn some new technology, tomorrow will be old technology. So that's a problem. So how can I do? So we not learn AI, we not research more new technology, because the technology that's changing very fast. That's not by year, not by month, that's by week, even by day. So that means if you learn some new AI technology, that will be cause a problem, because you will never ending. Today you learn something, tomorrow will be old technology. So how can I do? Still, we just do it. We just use it. So when we do something, we need to now, today now everybody talk AI, we not learn AI, but we use AI to do something. That's very important. We not learn, before I said, you not learn coding, you not learn anything. You just do it, do a project. Still today, we learn AI, not learn AI, we use AI to do something, to do real project. I can say now I have a lot of experience now for coding, now even for project management, now even for student. Now I have before I have a lot of employees. Now I tell them how to do it. They always say I have some magic. Now even now you do the code not very well. Even you find some problem, if you ask me, I can give you answer very quick. So I think from today, we'll start. We'll never learn new technology. We'll start use the technology to do some work. For us, I'll do some class for students, so you can learn something from us, from me. Also now, I'll try to help students, because I don't want to tell you to learn something. Because learn something is never ending. There's a lot of technology, a lot of information you need to learn. I'll tell you from today, you not learn anything. You do something. That's very, very important. Learn and do, that's now very different. Now what's different? Learn, that means you learn not anything. That's just information, knowledge in your brain. But you do something, then you do a project. You do now something now benefit others. Even now you can do something rather in your resume, then prove you are very good in coding. But if you only learn now just in your brain. Nobody know what you can learn. Nobody know what you can learn. So if you use AI to do a project, then you show to other people, show to your employees, show to your some big company. Oh, this is my project. You never ask me. I have any knowledge. You just check my project. This is my project. If you see the project, then you know what I have now, the knowledge. Because the project, this is much better than resume. This is much better than resume. So now I show you something, because now because now I have already have some class with Chinese people. Now let's share my screen. I'll share something. Let you understand. Do one project, do something is much better than learn. Okay. Now let's change my screen. Okay. Just remove this one. Okay, I'll show you now one video.
咪咪是一只小花猫，每天它都望着天空中自由飞翔的小鸟，心中充满了羡慕。它是多么希望自己也能飞翔呀！咪咪坐在窗台上，眼睛明亮地望着天空上飞行的小鸟，表情充满向往。阳光透过窗户洒在小猫身上，窗外有绿叶，有绿树和飞鸟。咪咪在沙发前伸展前爪，做出跳跃的姿势。它的表情既紧张又兴奋，像是在尝试飞翔一样。咪咪来到森林，找到它的好朋友猫头鹰，诉说着它想飞翔的愿望。猫头鹰告诉咪咪，每个小动物都有自己的本事，不用羡慕别人，把自己的本事练好才更重要。
Okay. That video is very simple. That video now, that's very simple. But if I tell you the story, you know that's not simple. Because that's from one Chinese student. She don't have one, she never learned computer, never learned coding. Now that's now she first time now learn coding now with me, because I tell now see now with AI you don't need to learn computer, you don't need to learn coding. You can do very well. You can use just use AI, you can do anything. So now after now 2 weeks, she built this video with coding. She built this video with coding. It's nothing now because that's one audio book with graphic audio. See now. Created this video now today. Now he showed me now this video. I say, oh, very wonderful. It's very good. So I asked her how now she did the video. She tell me she used GitHub. GitHub, because now I tell now her to use GitHub code space now to do everything. So she just tell me use GitHub to do this video. So I tell her. I say, you need to say more professional. You need to say, you use GitHub, cloud container, code space, use links, then write one shell script to create a video with FFmpeg. So you can see. So she now before never do any coding, almost don't have any AI knowledge. Now she can do one video very well. So I tell her, say, if you tell people you build this video with GitHub, cloud container, based on links, then use shell script to do the video with FFmpeg. So people will surprise. Oh, you have a lot of knowledge. You are expert. But just 2 weeks now from zero knowledge to one expert. Now, yeah. So that's why I said now today now is very easy. If you want to learn, if you want to do something, it's definitely now you can do it. Now only thing now You don't need to learn because AI know everything. AI know a lot of things. You don't need to learn. So I think now, from today now, I'll try to now have every week twice, Tuesday and Friday. So Tuesday we have new class. Then Friday we do a review. So before now I start today's class, I'll show you something. Okay. We remove this one. We change it to another one. Okay. I think most people know this, guys. Now, Sam Altman. I think most people know. Because now Sam Altman believe now currently AI now very powerful. Now AI almost now can replace one large team. So he believe one single person company can reach $1 billion valuation will be very soon. So now he just waiting. When can see one company, just one person, can valuation now to $1 billion. I think now, I don't know now. I talk a lot of people now. Actually, you can do because I know AI is very powerful. Even for me now, before now I had now some develop now to do help, but later I find that if I spend time with develop to do the communication, if I use the same time with AI, I can do the work more fast. Also, no bugs, no trouble. I don't need the troubleshooting again. If I find some develop to do it, I need to spend at least 1 hour to tell him what to do. Then after several days, then the developer give me the work. I find it totally cannot use. A lot of bugs. No, totally cannot use. If I spend the same time with AI can do it very perfect. Now, so that's save a lot. This is not only the salary, only the cost. The save time. The time that's very, very important. So maybe you not believe. Okay, I'll show you another one. Okay. So this curve now we can see in the bottom. That's year now 2015. Now that's now almost today. So you can see that's now the company only one founder. They with now VC now funding make success. You can see. So only because of now we now usually now you do one business, you need more than one founder. Now if one founder now usually now is mean very hard now to make a success because if you want to do good thing, you need one team. Now even small team is very important. So before now only one founder now with now VC funding, you can see the curve. That's go down. I mean that's now before now that's go up. Now it go down. The top one is very important. The top one now the black is the curve. That's still that's one founder, but no VC funding. That means now you build one business only yourself. You don't need any funding. Then you make a success. You can see the curve. Let's go up. Now, so that's the date show us. The data show us. Now it's time for solo founder. Before now, if you want to do one business, now you don't have money, you don't have funding, you cannot hire more people, you don't have technology. You need to find one developer. You need to find a team to do app, to website for you. Now today, you just need an idea. You can ask AI to build an app, to build a mobile app, to build a website, to build a video, to do everything. Ask AI. You just need ideas. You don't need anything. You don't need money. You don't need funding. You don't need employee. Then you can do a bigger business. No, that's not an asset. That's now some people they already did now do the research. You can see that's now the date. Now every time we need to below the date. So that's another one. I think that's very important when in the start to do something. Now that's very important. Not learn. We need to do something. Okay. Now I'll show you another one. Because a lot of people now they say, I don't want to do any business. I don't want to be one founder. I just want to be one employee. I just want to find one good job. I think that's most people. I mean, most people don't want to take any risk. You just want to find one good company, get a good payment. So I'll tell you now, that's if before now you think as this, you now in university now you work hard, you get a good degree, then you get a good job, a good payment. That's before, not today. I'll show you another one. Even you don't want to be one founder, you still know what happened today. Okay. I'll show you another picture. Okay. That's another one. Top 30 AI unicorns with fewest employees. So maybe I make the picture now bigger. Yeah. You can see the first one, now they have now valuation, now they have 5 billion, just 10 employees. 5 billion, 10 employees. Now that means one employee now they do the now revenue now nearly now $500 million. The second one now 1 billion, 25 employees. So you can see that's all today's AI company. But now today we say that's an AI company. Because most people now they just use AI to do some now business. But one situation you should understand that from today, not only the AI company, every company they will use AI after 5 years, even after 3 years, after 2 years, all the company will be AI company. Because if you use AI to do the major job, you can be one AI company. So that's the trend. All the company will use AI. All the company will use less employee. All the company now will use now AI less employees. They do now more revenue. So you can see if you are in university, if you are in high school, how many students in your school? How many students in your class? 1,000. I know some universities they have 1,000 more than thousands now for same class. One class more than 1,000 students. But most company from today, from tomorrow, they just need a very less employee. How can you find your job? How can you secure your job? How can you get a high payment? I can tell you no, no way. No, yeah. Because once you graduate from university, you find that it's very hard to find any job. Because what's the problem? The problem is this our current education problem. Now, yeah, cannot suit now the AI now age. Because in university, in your school, just tell you learn something very, very narrow. You learn something very hard, now very deep. But actually, now once you now go to company, now you need all the technology. Because before now, when you go to one company, maybe you just need coding. You just need coding. You know coding. You just know very less knowledge, but just do one very simple job. As you have one big team, all the team members do now work themselves. Then big team, then merge together, then do one big project. But today, all the companies use AI. All the companies, the team very small. That means in one team, you need to use AI to do anything, to do almost everything. So, if you don't know some concept, if you don't know some knowledge, how can you ask AI to do something? I can tell you today that definitely now you can use AI to build one rocket. Now just as Elon Musk, AI definitely can do it. But AI can do it, not mean you can do it. Now, why? What's the problem? Because you don't know how to ask AI. Now today, now we know all the AI. Now they say the most smart AI, that's now much smart than the most smart people in the world. That means if you get one AI, even you'll be the most smart people in the world, because you can ask AI anytime. But no, that not mean you have one AI, the AI is very smart, not mean you very smart. Because you don't know how to use the AI. You don't know how to ask questions. So that's very important. Not just as now me, now because I'm now from China, then come to Australia. When I go to a restaurant, I ask a menu. I see all the menu, I see all food. The integrates. I don't know. Now and all the English I don't. I understand the English. I understand the words. But I totally no idea what's that. Only I get the food and that's it. That's this food. But from menu, I have totally no idea. The same thing. The AI not just prepare everything, just as one menu. But you cannot read the menu. You cannot ask AI to prepare food for you. So that's a problem. So I do a lot of research. I try to find a way to fix the gap. So now I'll show you something. What's my research? Now I'll show you now my research. Okay. Let me. Okay. In GitHub, I built one new repository. The first project now, that's web learning research. I think now most students know have heard what's now web coding, but I think nobody heard what's web learning. Maybe before you heard some web learning, but not the same concept. That's my idea. That's my research. Okay, I'll show you. So I make one research. Now I write one paper. I'll show you the paper content. That's so long. Now I used now ChatGPT to write this paper. I also now upload it now to this website. I'll show you. This website, I can tell you now, that's very important now. That's one proof. So if you get some new idea, you just upload it to here. So that will prove that you are the first person to find some new concept, to find some new ideas. Now, because now I know now in university, if you want if you get research have some research, write one paper. If you want to publish, actually now it's very hard. Even if you want to publish your paper, you need to pay money. But most time now we don't want we just want to know that you first find some technology, find some idea. So I tell you, that's one very good place. If you have a new idea, if you have find some new things, then you want to share other people, but you want the people to know you are the first one find the new technology, find the new ideas. You just upload your documentation to here. So that's the proof. Okay? That's the proof. That's my research. I do a lot of research from Google, from anywhere. The web learning, the concept, I think that's the first one. I is the first one to find this concept. So from today, I'll use the web learning concept to do the course, in our Discord server. I want every student can use the web learning concept to learn new knowledge very quick. So I'll show you now what's the core concept for the web learning. Okay, here. Maybe we'll just go back. The core concept, there's 5, 10, 50 rules. That's now, I think you never heard this one. So for any technology, maybe I make the text more big. Okay. So for any technology, if you cannot explain in 5 sentences, you need to now make it simple. Or you will learn something. For example, you learn one coding language. It's best you can finish in 5 sentences. You want to learn Linux. You want to learn Shell. You want to learn even Python, even learn C++. That's very hard work. Now, I tell you, we need to find one new way. For example, you want to learn Python. You want to learn JavaScript. You just need to learn 5 sentences. That will be enough. So everybody now know when you learn coding, that's very hard work. Even somebody say learn C++. Now even after 3 years, still not very good. Still don't have very good skill with C++. But today I tell you, just need 5 sentences. You can say you know C++. You can use C++ for work. So that's one magic. Later I'll show you the magic. So that's 5 sentences. Another one. If you learn something, if you now learn something, you maybe forgot after now 10 years. So you don't need to learn today. So I think now a lot of people now learn a lot of things now in high school, university, even PhD. But after some time, you forgot it totally. You never remember. I think a lot of people, even me, now you learn a lot of things, spend a lot of time in university, high school, PhD. Then after some time, you forgot everything. So that's a waste of time. Because you learn something, after some time, you forgot everything. So why you need to learn? That's why now the first concept. You learn something, you must make it simple. 5 sentences. Then you never forget. If you learn something, you never forget. So this is very value. You spend 1 week, 2 weeks, learn something. After 1 month, 3 months, then forgot. So why you need to spend time? So that's another one. You don't need to learn hard things. Another thing, now still, the same concept. If you learn one new technology, after some time, if I show you something related to that one, you need to understand just in 15 seconds. If now you learn something, after now 1 year, even after 3 months, you cannot understand in 15 seconds. You don't need to learn. I think now, if you do some coding, now I guess everybody will understand this. A lot of people now read coding. Spend 1 week, 2 weeks, read coding, read very well. Then after 3 months, then your boss, somebody asks you, how can you understand the code? How can you help me understand this code? What's the logic? I think most developers will say, no, I forgot the logic. So that's very funny. Now, a lot of developers, I already included myself. I spend the time, I read the code very well. I think, very perfect. Now, very good syntax, very good style. But after some time, even for me, I cannot read it. Now, that's very normal. So, the same thing. That's now. So, if you learn something, if you do something after now 10 years, if you cannot understand in 15 seconds, that means something wrong. Because today we'll use AI for coding. So that means now, if, for example, we need to write 100 lines code, you spend 1 week to write something. After some time, you cannot totally understand. But today, AI can do very well. So you just need a 5 sentence. You just need to use the 5 sentence. Then you ask AI to do the work. Then even after 3 months, even after now 1 year, because that's just you use the 5 sentence to ask AI to do the work for you. So even after now 1 year, you still understand. You still understand logic. So that's now very important. That's very important now. File 1050 rules. Okay, I'll show you some magic. I'll show you some magic. Here. Because now that's paper, now that paper, everybody I think hate reading, you know what I mean? Everybody now don't have time. Everybody don't have time to learn some things, to read something. So, okay, I read now I built one GPT app. GPT app. Okay, let's first try it. Okay. Just now we said somebody now learn C++. After 3 years, still not very good. Okay, now I tell you just first sentence. You know what's C++? No, we just ask AI. What's C++? Okay. Now AI can give you all the information. All the information now is very powerful programming language. Let's build a complex, high-speed software like game engine, financial system. So now it's just now like say now language now also now. So I think the most important thing here, C++ equal performance plus control plus complexity for serious software engineering. Quick verb, C++ give you the wheel, but you have to drive carefully. So, because now today we'll use AI for coding. What does it mean use AI for coding? Just as you are one manager, just as now you are one employer, you are one boss. So if you want to build one project, you ask AI to do something. AI can use any language, can use C++, can use Python. So when we ask AI to do something, you need to understand which language you need. So I think now, because we ask AI to do coding, so you just have some knowledge. What's C++? What's now C++ benefit? What's now can do now something now? You just need to understand what's the benefit for C++, for which project. Then you can ask AI to do it. That's why I said, as one boss, as one manager, you just have first sentence to C++, you'll be enough. Then you can ask AI to do something. If you need more details, because you already know the C++, then you can ask AI for the details. So that's why I said that now we learn C++, just first sentence, you can finish. Because if you do ask something, you just ask AI. If it's good, use C++. AI maybe tell you, oh no, that's not good, because now C++ do some low-level things. Then maybe now you do some low-level things, you ask AI, can I use Python, can I use Java? Then AI will tell you, no, you need to use C++. But if you never heard of C++, how can you understand what's C++? That's why we need to have now professional language with communication with AI. So that's why I said learn first sentence. That will be now enough now if you just as one manager. Okay, we'll try another one. Because we do video, now we'll do video. That's very important. Now because C++, if you are developer, if you are student, most people know this one. I'll try another one. I think maybe you don't know. Okay, I just use the same window. What's FFmpeg? Okay, that's very important now. One software is now if you do video. I can tell you now your smartphone your TV set in your home, even your TV, not TV set, not TV box. So almost anywhere, your TV box, your smartphone, even now your computer, all use FFmpeg. Even for YouTube, TikTok, they all use now FFmpeg for video processing. That's one very simple, also very complex, very useful software that can be used anywhere. Even you just use as one command line. If you know now FFmpeg, you can do now million things. I can tell you million things. Now before I do now security camera, I use FFmpeg a lot. I use the code in the camera hardware. I use the code now in the cloud. I use the code in the mobile app. I use almost anywhere. Even today, I do the course, now do the AI course, I still now teach you guys to learn this one. So this one I guess most people, if you're not one technical person, if you not do some video things, you just heard this one. But this one, I think that still, because before you never know this one. Now you just ask AI, use web learning. You just get fail sentence. I guess that will be enough. I mean, even fail words, no, not fail words. You can see convert, it can convert, edit, stream, and record almost any media format. So you can think of. So for example, if you have one MP4 file, if you want to change it to MP3, so you can use this software. If you want to split one long video to small size, so it's not easy to maybe upload to some platform. So you can use this software. So you just need the name. You just need to know what's the function. Then when you need it, you can ask AI to do it. So that's now from 0 to. Now, if you don't know some technology, it's very hard for you to do something, to ask AI. But if you know some concept, then you can ask AI to do anything. That's why I said the web learning concept is very, very important. That's very, very important. Also now I built it because now that's ChatGPT. That's now actually that's paid account. Only now paid account you can use the GPT app. So I'll show you. Because we learn AI, we learn coding. Now I'll show you now. Close it. Here. Yeah. Okay, that's all the prompt. That's all the prompt. Because we learn AI now, actually now sometimes we need to learn prompt. I can show you now that's the raw file. So that's all the how we write the prompt to build now the GPT app. So the first now I said you are a web learning instructor. Here now that's the concept. What's web learning? Then I give now 2 examples. That's example 1. That's example 2. So then after that, if somebody asks you a question, you just use the same now as the example. Then you just answer the user question. Then I finish the app, finish the GPT app. So if you don't have now some paid GPT account, you just copy the web learning prompt. Okay. For example, DeepSeek. Now I know the DeepSeek that's free. You can use a lot. You don't need to pay anything. $1. Okay. But the Chinese doesn't matter. So how can I do it? How can I use it? So we just now paste the prompt to here. We just prompt to here. Actually now you don't need the deep thinking because that's now not very complex, but now you still can select the deep think as one benefit. So What's deep think? I think if you learn AI from today, that's a very important concept. What's deep think? So, for example, I ask you 1 plus 1, what's the value? You don't think. You don't think. Now that's 1 plus 1 equal 2. No, everybody know. Now that's now not deep think. If I ask you now something very complex, maybe very simple. Ask you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you tell me the question? I think nobody know. Nobody can answer me the question. You need thinking. Maybe you need one paper to do some calculation. Then you can tell me the answer. That's called deep thinking. That's called deep think. Now, the AI just as one real human. You can think AI just as one real human. If something you ask, you don't need thinking, you can answer the question. That's just as normal. You can ask AI. If some complex things need AI spend a lot of time to thinking to give you good answer, then we call deep thinking. Just as you do now some calculation, a very complex calculation, you need one paper to do it. You cannot now do it in your mind. Okay, now we just copy this one. Then we just submit. Let's see. Actually, then this is my first time now to try DeepSeek with this prompt. Oh, that's a you now that's crazy. Oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We still can do it. Now let's do it. We just ask because now we do some web learning, web coding. That's very important concept. We need to use links. We need to use now shell because if you want to do something work related to AI, you must now use shell. You cannot just use Windows. You need to use the console, terminal. So we ask what's Linux shell? Oh, the deep thinking very crazy. Actually, you don't need that deep thinking because this takes time. You can see now that's they give now very simple concept. Linux shell is your text-based control panel. Now this is very important. Text-based control panel for the operating system. Now like remote control, let you now command the program files hardware directly. So it's translate your typed word into action. Now computer can understand. It's simple now word like copy, find, launch, something. So now that's not just almost a full sentence. I'll tell you what's the benefit. What's the benefit? Okay. Then I use another cloud, and I use another AI that's called cloud. Okay, let's try. We not use web learning. We just directly ask AI, what's Linux shell? Okay, I think now you can, after the class, after the video, you can try yourself. Which one, if you don't know Linux shell, you check this. If not, it's very easy to understand. After that, you check this. if now you can understand. Just thinking, you are zero knowledge. I think now this was very simple. Everybody can understand what's in the shell, what's now using the shell can do anything. But for this one, I think it's not easy. I mean, because now if you're not a technical person, it's hard for you to understand. Even now, there's something. Now, even for me, I just know Bash. Now, for others, I don't know very well. Now, even for me, I don't know very well. That means if you zero knowledge, if you learn this, that will be very, very hard for you to learn. But if you use web learn, you can see that's a very simple concept. Anybody can learn. Anybody will know this. Because we are just learning. Once we need it, because you already know what's the linked shell, what's is for what. So once you need it, you just ask AI to help. For example, you want to copy a file, you want to add one, create one directory, you want to now delete one directory. You don't know the command, it doesn't matter. You just know the concept. You can ask AI anytime. You can ask AI give you one linked shell command. But if you never know what's linked shell, how can you ask AI give you one linked shell command? Okay? For example, today now I have got one problem with OBS. The total OBS freeze. I cannot exit. If I don't know linked shell, most people you need to now reboot your computer. Okay? If you don't know linked shell, you need to reboot your computer. But for me, I know shell. So I just open one terminal. I just now PS, AX, then type, then grab OBS. I finish the process. I run another one, kill command. I kill the process. So I don't need to reboot my computer. Okay? So that's because I know linked shell. I know Mac shell. Even I find some problem, I cannot remember the name. I just ask AI what's the command. I can open one terminal to do the work. I don't need to reboot my computer. So you know the concept. That's more important than you know the details. So that's why now you just now spend 1 minute. You can learn what's the linked shell. What's the linked shell? But for this, you spend 10 minutes. You still don't know what's that. Okay? That's why now I think in university computer science, they tell you now operating system. Most students learn 1 year, still don't know what's the operating system. Okay? Because they tell you it's so complex. They not tell you now simple concept. They tell you the concept you never understand. You cannot remember. So why you need to learn? Now, so we must learn things, make it simple, make it easy. Then you never forgot. You never forgot. Yeah, maybe we just one more try. Okay, we use Google. We use because the Gemini AI now actually is very powerful. Now 2.5 Pro is very powerful. We ask same thing. We ask one more try. Oh, still more long. Still, okay. You can see. I can see now. Just one. I just say now. One word. I just say one word. Boring. So boring. If you don't want to learn, then you ask AI to learn something. AI give you a lot of text. You give up. So boring. You don't understand. Okay? You don't understand. Even you spend 10 minutes to learn all the things, you still not understand. So boring thing, very hard. Everybody will give up. Everybody will give up. So that's why we introduce the web learning. With web learning, we make things very simple. We make it very simple. So everybody find learning new things will be very relaxed, will be very easy, will be now just like you now watching now some short video, TikTok. Now, just relax. We try to make things learn just as relax. So that's why now I spend a lot of time. I do the research. I give the web learning concept. to our student, to our Discord server. So everybody will introduce the learning concept to everybody. So you can use the web learning concept in high school. You can almost finish all the university course with the web learning concept. It's very easy. Even for university, I think 6 months is enough. If you use the web learning concept, you just use 6 months. You can learn the whole university course. So, but you still have 4 years. I think now, because currently we use AI now to do the work. Everybody needs now know more language than before. You need to have now more language now wide than deep. So you just need the web learning concept. You can learn everything very quick, very easy. Never get harder. You just know the concept. You can ask AI anytime. So another thing I want in today. I don't know most students maybe from Discord server. If you're not our Discord member, you can join our Discord member. This is all free. Our YouTube course free. Our Discord members free. I just introduced our Discord server. So later I'll put a link to the video. I think the link is in the video. You can check. Now that's our events. So every Sunday and morning we have weekly stand-up. Now you use web learning. You learn something. So just as one meeting, one company or at school, every Monday, every Sunday, you report something. You say, oh, I use web learning to learn something this week. Now you should learn. Then you get a concept. You ask AI to do. You ask AI to do something with the knowledge you learn with web learning. So the weekly stand up in our Discord server, that's now very important because now actually now we learn something 1 minute, 1 hour, even 1 day is very easy. But can you learn 3 days? Can you learn 1 week? Can you continue learn 1 month? Can you continue learn 6 months? Can you continue learn 1 year? I guess most people maybe forgot after some time. So if you join our Discord server, you can see other people report what they have learned last week. So you get I think you find them interest, then you report your work as your routine. So that can force you to learn something continue, not just 1 day, 2 days, not even just 1 hour. That's one. Another one from this week, each week we have 2 live sessions now in YouTube. One is Tuesday. We'll introduce some new concept. For example, today I introduced web learning. Also, how to write the web learning prompt. Now that's very important. Now you learn what's web learning. You can use web learning to learn something very quick. Also, I tell you how to write the web learning concept, the prompt. All the things you can find now from the GitHub. This is iSchool Academy now. You can all the things you can find in here. Later I'll post another link in the YouTube video, so you can easily to find the prompt. So every Friday now we'll do some review and discussion. For example, now today I have still something not discussed. So in the Friday review now, YouTube Live, I'll introduce more knowledge. How to use. I'll give you one example. How to use web learning to do one project, web coding. So we now combine web learning and web coding together, then tell you how to build one project with AI. Now in this Friday. Another thing now that's very important because we learn AI, we learn to some program from coding. We all use AI. I know some students you don't have OpenAI account, you don't have some API key. So we'll provide a free API credits for you to practice. So you just need to join our Discord server. Later, I'll give you free credits. For example, we do some demo, we do some project. If you don't have one API key, it's very hard for you to do some practice. So we'll provide a free API key. You just need to follow the video, follow our GitHub project. You can do the project one step. You don't need to pay $1 to get the API key. That's one. Another one now, very soon, we will have now every day, we will have a knowledge push. We'll send you message by Discord bot. I said now, everybody, if you learn something now, 1 hour, 1 day is very easy. 1 week, even 1 week, very easy. But it's very hard to keep continue. 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months. So once you join our server, join our course, we'll send you now, we'll use the Discord bot to send you the knowledge for you every day. Because we use web learning. Just as every morning you open the mobile app, open YouTube, open TikTok to check some short video. Just relax. So everybody, the Discord bot will send you some knowledge. The knowledge you need to spend less than 1 minute. So 1 day you can learn one new concept. 1 day you can learn one new knowledge. Once you need it, you just ask AI to do it. That's very important. So we'll try to help you with the web learning every day with now the Discord bot. That bot will force you now, unless you remove the app or you now leave the server. So now the bot will send you the knowledge every day. Another thing, every week now we'll prepare one cloud content-based assignment. So what's cloud content? So next week, maybe Friday, now if you have time, we'll talk about what's cloud content. If you zero knowledge, you don't need to understand. This is just as one real environment. For example, you are one developer in one company. Now we'll simulate it now as one real work environment. So you just use the cloud content. You just now as you in one company to do some coding work. Another thing, as I said, that's free. Now that's free. Every week, you get one cloud content-based assignment. Another one that's very important. Because I told the people, say, you not learn things. You just do something. You just do project. You not learn skill. You not learn coding language. You just do one project. Once you don't know how to do it, you ask AI to learn. We just learn for doing. So for me now, I'll do 2 things. One thing is now I'll try to have every week now two level YouTube video now. So Tuesday and Friday now 2 level YouTube video level class. Another thing, I'll build one project automatically create now short video. But today I don't have time to show the project. I think Friday I'll show it. I'll do the projects. I'll try to make the project now. I can get some money to get some income. Even I can help now you to build now some videos. So I'll show the whole process, how I build one real project to make money. That's very important. We do something, we never do fake project. Now you at school, you now join some coding camp. They all give you fake project. I can tell you, fake project, you never learn real skills. Anytime you must do one real project. What mean real project? Real project mean you can get some benefit. You can get some income. Even you can do some now open source project to share your project with others, to benefit others. That's called real project. Only you do some real project, the project has some value, then you can learn a lot. So from today, never do any fake project. Never. You can forget your schoolwork. Now, all the schoolwork, that's a fake project. Now, I can tell you cannot learn a lot from the fake project. You must do one real project. But how can you do real project? Because today with AI is very easy. Another one will provide free mentorship. Now, for example, you find some good idea. You just idea, because today we use AI, we can do anything. You just need to find some good idea. Then you talk to me. You talk to someone in your Discord server. Say, oh, I have one good idea. I want to do one real project. Maybe that project I can make money. I can get income. Even I can build one startup. Even I can build a 1 billion business with the project. Or I can build one open source project to benefit others. But I cannot do it. Can you help me? Okay, yes, definitely. So once your project, I think now is very good, very fine. I'll provide free support, no charge, free support to help you to build the project. So that will provide now free mentorship to our Discord server, all the members. Another thing, maybe you don't have ideas. Doesn't matter. You just follow me because I do one real project. I try to do the project can make money. I mean, can get income. Even if I cannot get income, doesn't matter. I'll make the project open source to benefit anybody. So you just follow me, learn with me. We do the same project together. That's why now from this week, every week I will have now 2 live section. I'll show the whole process, how I build the real project from zero knowledge. That means anybody, even before now, you never learn computer, even you never learn coding, even you never go to university, doesn't matter. You can do it with me. Just use web learning with AI. You can do anything. From today, way from zero knowledge. Okay, that's all I think today. Thanks everybody join today's my first class. See you next Friday. It's very important. Join our Discord server. You get all the benefit I show you today. Thanks everybody. Bye.